first step you should make when you make an inquiry to become a foster carer is contact us through our website. Once you've made your contact with us at Fosterworth North East, we'll contact you back at a time that's suitable for you. We'll then ask you some basic questions. Who lives with you? What's your motivation? What's your understanding about becoming a carer? And then we'll take it from there.
If you want to find out more about fostering, head over to our website. And if you wanted to talk to someone in person or have a one-to-one chat, you can always head to one of the information events, information sessions and pop-up events that are run across the North East. All the details about the events are on our website. At these information sessions, they might have foster carers that can come along and give you a little bit more insight into the real life stories of foster carers fostering for that local area. You can also attend the pop-up events. There you can have a little bit more of an informal chat. You could also speak to social workers, team managers from both the Fosterworth North East Hub team and the local authorities fostering teams from across the North East. It's not a requirement for you to attend one of these information sessions or pop-up events. During the course of your fostering process with us, our Hub team staff will always be available to have a chat with you, and you'll have the benefit of talking to our buddy carers throughout the process.
After someone makes an inquiry with the Hub, we would then contact the applicant and have a chat with them over the phone, and if they're happy to progress, we will go ahead and complete an expression of interest form. An expression of interest form is where we take some basic details from the applicant and then we would pass that over to their local authority where they will take the next steps. When we complete an EOI or an expression of interest with an applicant, we explore all different aspects of their life just to make sure fostering is the right fit for them. We will then send that over to the applicant's local authority where they will take the next steps.
A home visit is completed by a social worker who will give you a call. They'll be the ones who arrange the visit. During a home visit, a social worker will come out to your home. They'll meet with you as the main applicant, but also if there is a second applicant, it would be a great time to meet with them. The social worker will go through your initial inquiry. If you had any questions, it would be a great time to ask those. At this time, the social worker would also meet any family pets, and this is something just to be mindful of. So at the end of the home visit, you'll have a discussion with the social worker and whether you were both happy to continue with the process. If that was the case, you would then fill in an application form for your local authority.
So after the home visit's taken place, you'll have an application form which you can submit to the authority of your choice. Once the application form has been received, a social worker will be allocated. The social worker will come out and visit. Various forms to complete. Detailed record of address history would be taken to ensure that all local authorities can be contacted. An enhanced DBS to make sure there's no criminal record, any history, anything like that. Some offences may still be okay. It doesn't automatically rule you out having a trace on your DBS. And also with that, we'd also be looking at a medical to make sure that you are fitting well enough to care for children. So once all the checks are completed, social worker will come out and carry out a number of visits. These visits will cover the assessment criteria, in which we will cover your education, your employment, your experience of parenting, your experience of being parented. As part of the assessment process, the assessing social worker will share with yourselves experiences and knowledge of what it's like being a foster carer, because it does differ to being a parent. This process generally overall will take around 6 months, and following this we would then look at a recommendation whether or not to be approved as a foster carer or not.
So the Skills to Foster training is your preparation to become a foster carer. It's the first 2 days that we're going to offer you training. It's going to be facilitated by the Hub. What we're going to look at is we're going to explore all the skills and knowledge that you might need to support you on your journey to become foster carers. And then we're also going to explore a little bit deeper than that, and we're going to talk about kind of caring for children who've experienced trauma. So we're going to help you to understand what that means, the impact that can have on children, and how you might need to adapt your approaches to care for those children. Things like attachment theory, your recording, and your own safer care policies. It's your training. You will get more out of that if you're involved and you make yourself available and engage in all the activities that we set for you.
Once the assessment's been completed, and the next stage would be to go to panel, which would be where the overall decision's made on whether or not the applicant would be deemed suitable to be approved as a foster carer. Some people can find panel quite daunting. It's like an interview process. But the one thing to remember is that you are always supported. Your fostering social worker will be in the room with you. Panel can be quite a positive experience. It's actually the culmination of all the work over the last period of time, and your assessment, it's all about you. What generally is nice to hear is the panel chair will always pull out the positives. They will have read through all the information and they will highlight what your strengths are. And also some vulnerabilities, but also with that's good to know because we can get something to work with. Following the panel, it then goes to our agency decision maker for the final oversight, and once that's given, if successful, you would then be considered as an approved foster carer and be able to receive children into your care.
Once you're approved, you'll be assigned a supervising social worker, and they will offer all the support that you would need throughout your fostering journey from then on. You will also, during that time, work alongside other professionals such as the children's social worker, health professionals, teachers, as well as the birth family of the children that you're caring for. Essentially, the entire fostering service will be there to support you throughout your fostering journey so that you can best support the children that you care for.